Hey guys, big run planned this week. Also a bit of a focus on nutrition. Welcome to week 4 of my training for the Tarawera 102 kilometres. So starting off the week, we've had an easy run yesterday, and tonight running some reps again in the city. I can see behind me the Aqaba. I parked near the Aqaba so I don't have to drive through the peak hour traffic to get to training. So I run through the parklands and then I do the loops around the Botanic Gardens car park. Now, as you can see, the sky has changed a bit since the start of the run. It was quite sunny and warm, and we've had a bit of rain coming in. It was towards the end of the session. Really struggled in the session, actually. Pretty tired still from the weekend, carrying a bit of fatigue, but still got through a speed session, so happy with that. 6x400s for me, with the 200 metre easy or float in between. Reasonably quick pace for all of them. And then a 600, 400, 600, two 150s and 100 afterwards. So some speed work with a good standing recovery between each of them. So a bit of continuous hard stuff and then some speed work. So yeah, just getting into it. Good start to the week. So Wednesday morning, I'm mixing up this week's training a bit. Instead of doing a shortish easy run on Wednesday, so I could do a long run on Thursday, I'm actually doing my long run Wednesday morning. So I've had the intervals last night and a bit of a harder session now. Well, I guess they're both hard, but yeah, just mixing it up a bit because I'm wanting to get some speed work in on Thursday. Now, as usual, I'm running in the Sturt Gorge on local trails. It's quite specific to what I'm training for, the Tarawera 102. Most of my runs through here have 200 to 300 metres of elevation in every 10 kilometres. Sometimes a little bit more on the short runs because you're basically going down into the gorge and then out, which is where a fair bit of the elevation is. But yeah, it's a good specific training. So a nice 24k continuous run around the gorge on Wednesday. Thursday night, we've had the news that the Aussies can't get over to the Tarawera race in New Zealand for this coming 2022 year, so I will be deferring my race, and looks like this series is going to be going a lot longer than I originally planned, which is going to be 15 weeks, but now it's going to be over 60 weeks. So I guess there's a lot of Aussies like myself in the same boat. Time to continue on training. So Thursday night, I've just done a session quite similar to Tuesday, just a little bit easier. So there's a continuous run, 3 kilometres effort to start with, and then I did 6x400 after that, each of them with a nice reasonable recovery of around a minute. So good standing recovery. I really wasn't going too well, just yeah, legs still a bit tired and not really going that fast yet, but halfway through the session they did start to get going a bit. So yeah, I guess that's why you keep doing the speed sessions. If you do too many sessions without them, it's hard to get going. So yeah, 10:25 for the 3k, whereas Casey and Andrew were about 10 minutes, so I was nearly 30 seconds off the pace there. We'll see how I go in the coming weeks, keeping up to their pace. Anyway, coming this weekend, got a big run coming up on Saturday. That's right, we're doing a 50k run on Saturday with over 1800 metres elevation. So I've just started the It is a course that's come about because of COVID. People are doing or setting up GPS courses that you follow in your own time. So this one's been marked out. There's actually some like sort of trail marking over this weekend. So there's a few people heading out and running it today. It is near Kersbrook, this one, so north of Kersbrook, near One Tree Hill, Williamstown, north of Adelaide. And yeah, so it is pretty much self-guided. I'm using my watch as navigation, so I've uploaded the map to my watch, and it gives me a little beep if I go off course, but I can basically zoom in and zoom out on where I am in relation to the course on my watch, and that's how I'm working my way through this course. Now I have to be self-sufficient because I've run along these courses a few times in 2020 and I haven't seen anyone apart from other people that are doing the run, because it is on forestry land, so yeah, you don't see anyone at all. So it's just yeah, heading out for 50k run on my own and looking at views like this for most of it. Names given for other courses, but looks like we might be going through a bit of forest. Anyway, I should be looking at my watch instead of filming, because that was a wrong turn. Apparently I meant to go down that way. But yeah, that was the little beep, wasn't the kilometre spoke, was the warning that I'd gone off course, so back down this way. Apparently most of the elevation is in the second half, but straight into some hills that are pretty tough. I guess that's how you get that much elevation in. A bit more elevation than what you'd do for Tarawera. But similar to UTA sort of elevation, I guess. Well, as I just mentioned, UTA Ultra Trail Australia is actually my next race. It's the only one I've got booked in after Tarawera, so that's 6 months from now. So the training that I'll be doing in these weekly vlogs will be shifting a bit towards getting fit for UTA, so a bit more elevation and strength work. But yeah, the last few Ks I've been fairly comfortable in this run, which is nice, a bit flatter. couple more wrong turns. One that I missed was this little track here. Looks like the wrong way again. Oh, there it is. So I was just only a little bit off. The other thing that I said that I'd be talking about while I did this week's vlog was my nutrition. So on Wednesday's long run, my nutrition during the run was some snakes and water. So jelly snakes and water. Wednesday's run had 3 snakes, got over a 2-hour run, and today I've gone for cordial in my bladder, so I got a bit of sugar instead of just plain water, and I've also got snakes. One thing that I also have whenever I'm doing quite a long run is I take olives. Now, just check that on the course. Yep. With these long runs, I do like to have something that's not just sugar the whole time. So olives are quite salty, so yeah, actually quite nice if you don't mind olives. Although it was very difficult to navigate, hopefully it's not too much more like that. Anyway, we're on course pretty much now, so these routes are part of the Twisted Trail series on Facebook, and these are pretty twisty, some of these trails we've just done through here. And it's like going straight past the path that I just ran up 30 seconds ago. So, it's like we're coming out of that forest. I have worn sunscreen today, but it's pretty shaded so far. Now, I have done a couple runs in here before, and I think going the other way, there's a Strava segment called Smiling on Paparazzi Lane. So I guess this is what this is. Yeah, it's nice to cruise through the trees. Hey, so you found it pretty good so far though?
Yeah, apart from a couple of extra so
yes.
How long do you think it is till the water station?
Well, I reckon, let's see, I'm at 17.5 and it's meant to be 21.
17.1.
17.5. I reckon I've done about 500 extra. So I reckon it's probably 4k.
Yeah, that's
so,
actually for what, 4k?
Yeah. Alright, have a good one, guys. Hey, how you going?
Hey, mate.
Must be always at the drink station, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. How have you found it so far?
Oh, I know the area pretty well, so not too bad.
Not too many wrong turns. I took a heap of wrong turns, but
Yeah, I went past a few markers, sort of caught in the zone, and then the Garmin starts beeping.
yep. No, it's
You run this course?
no. Well, I did one of the shorter ones that took in a bit of it going the other way.
Yep.
But no, I don't run here very often. I've probably only run here once before. I think maybe twice.
Yeah, some nice times coming.
Yep.
Running short,
Nice climbs, eh?
very steep.
Yeah.
Short and steep.
Okay. All right. We'll have a good one. Hey, how you going?
Matt, he's probably only, last time I saw him, a couple of 100 metres in front, getting caught on slowing down on the hills.
Okay, so he's just in front.
Really well, started a bit before me.
Okay, yep.
But yeah,
Yeah, I've seen 3 others that started earlier.
crossover's coming up.
Yep.
In a
Yeah.
short distance.
So there should be that. Oh, you're going to stop, hey? Oh,
Legs are starting to cramp, so
yeah.
says it's time to
It is a big.
before I get hurt.
Yep. It is a big call to go just past the finish when you've already got over 30k or about 30. I got about 30, nearly 33, I think.
Yeah.
So it took a couple of wrong turns.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I'll be able to get this last 17 in.
My previous longest was 16, so I'm doing really well.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, good job. I haven't found it too bad since the drink station actually. Like before that it was pretty tough.
A bit confusing at times, yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yep. Just following those motorbike tracks through the forest.
Alright, I've got to walk again. So
Yeah.
have a good run.
Yeah, no worries. See ya.
So good.
So this is a 35, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I grab a Coke and I'll need a refill of this water if you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry about that.
Okay, so coming up to marathon distance, I'm a bit over 4 hours in, and yeah, it's been some quite steep hikes the last few k's. This is around the highest part of the course actually. It's getting some pretty brutal hiking in for this last bit. But 8k to go. Done 1400 or so, so I guess we've got 400 metres of dirt in the last 8k. Pretty tough. Yeah, so starting to feel a little unwell. So that's where, for me, that means time to have an olive. Now, part of the nutrition for today was preparing with my favourite pre-race meal, and pretty much all before a race have pizza. So I made pizza last night and leftover, just checking that I'm going the right way. Just check, yep. leftover olives. So it's actually chili olives today, so chili olives on the run, and that way diverts blood to the stomach, makes me feel better. So I'm already feeling a bit better having done that. Actually, my watch is just clicked off, so that's 44k. Now apparently there's a Strava segment called the Devil's Roller Coaster, and I reckon it starts about here or thereabouts. First time I've done it, but looks like I've got a fair bit of hills in the last 5k. Well, I haven't started the Devil's Roller Coaster yet. Definitely have now. What do you need to do to organise an event like this?
Well, got to go to forestry
Yep.
and get approval through forestry.
Yep.
We had to negotiate for some tracks to be used because there's a lot of illegal tracks that motorbikes have created in here that we can't use.
Yep.
Which are mainly in like the native areas of the forest.
Okay.
And then through the pine plantations, like forestry are awesome. They'll let you run wherever,
Yep.
so you can create your own trail
Yeah,
if you want and run through.
the rule is you're just not allowed at night time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
But they are good at, like, if you wanted to do a night run, to give them a call and
Yep.
check with them. And yeah, quite a few times they'll let you
Yeah.
in here. They just want to know that someone's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've set up half a dozen also courses just in various parks around here,
Yep.
haven't you?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, working with forestry to
Yeah.
do that. Trying putting on some free stuff, people just to be able
Yeah.
to check out and just.
You got a bit of
enjoy
merch
it.
on you. That's at the forest.
Yeah, that's for this one.
For this one, yep. So
Yep.
this one is the forest, yep.
For this run, yeah. This
Yeah.
one's the forest, the big brother, I suppose, to the Twisted Forest that we did for the series
Okay.
earlier in the
Yep.
year. So we did a 25k
Yep.
through here, which we're hopefully working with forestry to get permanently marked. So I've got to go through now and actually plot where all the markers need to go, then go back to forestry.
Yeah.
They'll like check it all
Yeah.
out and then get approval.
And you've organised all this stuff for us, which is just, yeah, it's a free event, but you still get looked after if you turn up on the day to do it.
That's it, mate. Try and look
Yeah.
after you. Like, we want you guys to come out and just, see what you can do, have a bit of fun, explore, and
Yeah.
we can assist a little bit.
So how many people came out today for the 50?
There was 8 that have been out here for the 50 today.
Okay,
So,
cool. Yep.
Yeah, which we're happy with. We just want
Yeah.
people to come and explore.
Yeah, and it's 1:20 and I'm the only one in. So
Yeah,
I guess-
mate, yeah. I think you were second to last to leave and the first one in. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, all right. Thanks very much, Gary.
Yeah, you're welcome, John. Thanks for coming out, mate.
So what a great day out. As far as my body went during the run, not too bad. Nothing great as far as performance goes. Wasn't on fire. I guess similar to how my speed work's going at the moment. It's going okay, but there's still a way to go before I consider myself to be really fit. So I'll just keep working away at that. Next time, I reckon I will go out there again and do it sometime, even though it was great to have Gary and Tamika and the family helping out with the aid stations. I think I will, yeah, try to do it as a solo run and get that time under 5 hours, which I think I could do on that course. I was, yeah, about 5:15, as you can see. Yeah, so great to have them there though. With you know, it really did lift the spirits and gave me a good help to get through. It would have been very difficult for me to cover the 50Ks without them there yesterday. So I really did appreciate that support. And one person who I have very fond memories of from supporting me through some of the ultras that I've done locally in South Australia is Randall Taylor. He'd like to get on his bike and meet up with the pointy end of the field and sort of give us a bit of encouragement as we went along. So yeah, I do remember that, yeah, number of times he's been out on course, and it really has lifted the spirits. So I do remember him for that. He was killed yesterday while I was out on the course yesterday. He was riding his bike on road near Sturt Gorge and was hit by a truck. So yeah, it's quite devastating, and you know, he's doing what he loved. But yeah, I do hold very fond memories of him, and you can see I'm 85 Ks into an ultra when, although he wasn't crewing for me, he was really good at lifting my spirits. Okay, so the last run of the week, doing an easy run after yesterday's 50, and I actually did an easy run on Friday, which I'll just put up here. A few other things about the race with the nutrition. I did actually use one gel during the race, but apart from that it was just what I mentioned, which was Coke and watermelon at the aid stations, and then snakes and my cordial and water in between. My foot wasn't too good during the run. It was starting to get quite sore, so it is Achilles insertion. So I'm still dealing with that. It sort of flares up quite a bit after big sessions like that. And I have been doing strength work, which is just standing on my toes. I'm not doing any, you know, stretches that will compress the Achilles. I'm doing just standing on my toes. Now finishing off the week with another easy run. Makes for a step up in distance and elevation. I'll need to take things quite easy for at least the first couple of days of next week, but we'll see how I go. Although it is a long time until I'll be able to get over to New Zealand, I'm going to keep these vlogs going and bring you week 5 of training next week. Thanks for watching. See you later. Oops. Morning.
Bye.